Brainy Bites, a daily dose for self-improvement.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Brainy Bites. Today, we're delving into something that affects every single one of us, our sleep. If you've ever found yourself counting sheep into the wee hours of the morning, you're in the right place. We're about to unlock the secrets to a solid, rejuvenating night's sleep. I'm Matthew, and trust me, I know the struggle. But I'm here to tell you, there's a light at the end of the sleepless tunnel, and it's brighter than you think. Glad to have you here, and if you're new, welcome aboard. Today's topic hits close to home for so many of us. We're talking about the absolute game changer, how to fix your sleep schedule. Now, let's be real, we've all had those nights of tossing, turning, and desperately trying to catch some much-needed Z's. But did you know, the impact of a consistent sleep schedule goes far beyond just feeling refreshed in the morning? It can make or break your overall health and well-being. We're talking about everything from a sharper mind to a stronger immune system. I've been down that road, facing health issues due to erratic sleep, and let me tell you, it's a game changer once you get it right. In this video, I'm going to walk you through not only why it's important but also how you can make it happen in your own life. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll be well on your way to becoming a sleep superstar. Number 1. Understanding the importance of a regular sleep schedule. Alright, let's kick things off by talking about something truly fascinating: circadian rhythms. Now, don't let the fancy name throw you off. Your circadian rhythm is like an internal body clock, and it's what tells you when to wake up, be alert, and when it's time to wind down for sleep. Think of it as your body's natural dance with the day-night cycle. When you sync up with this rhythm, you're not just getting better sleep, you're optimizing your body's performance in a whole bunch of ways. Now, let's get real about what happens when we mess with this rhythm. Enter irregular sleep schedules. We're talking about those nights where you're bouncing from late-night Netflix marathons to early morning meetings. It might feel like you're getting things done, but your body is sending out some serious distress signals. Your immune system can take a hit, leaving you more vulnerable to bugs that pass by. And that groggy, zombie-like feeling during the day? Yup, blame it on the irregular sleep schedule. But hold on, there's more. Ever found yourself reaching for sugary snacks or an extra cup of coffee when you're sleep deprived? You're not alone. Disrupted sleep patterns can throw your hunger hormones out of whack, leading to those late-night snack cravings. And trust me, that's not a road you want to go down if you're aiming for a balanced, healthy lifestyle. Number 2. Assessing your current sleep habits. Alright, now that we understand just how crucial a regular sleep schedule is, it's time to take a closer look at your own sleep habits. And guess what? It's not rocket science, it just takes a bit of awareness and a pen and paper. First up, let's talk about keeping a sleep diary. Now, this isn't some high-tech gadget or app. It's simply jotting down a few details about your sleep. Start with your bedtime. When do you hit the hay? Then, note down when you wake up in the morning. And here's the kicker: how did you feel when you woke up? Energized and ready to conquer the day, or dragging your feet? This little diary can be a goldmine of insights into your sleep patterns. Next, it's time to play detective. What's been throwing a wrench in your sleep schedule? Stress is a big one, isn't it? When our minds are racing with worries, it's hard to switch off and drift into dreamland. And let's talk about screens. We're all guilty of a late-night scroll through our phones or one last episode on Netflix, right? But did you know that blue light messes with your melatonin levels, making it harder to fall asleep? And hey, let's not forget about our friendly neighborhood stimulant, caffeine. That morning cup of joe is great, but an afternoon pick-me-up might be sabotaging your nighttime routine. So, it's time to pinpoint these little sleep disruptors and show them the door. Number 3. Setting realistic sleep goals. Alright, now that we've got a handle on your current sleep habits, it's time to set some goals that are going to revolutionize your sleep game. First things first, let's talk about how much sleep you actually need. It's like giving your body the right amount of fuel to function at its best. Different age groups have different sleep needs. For adults, it's generally around 7 to 9 hours a night. But here's the thing, it's not one size fits all. Some folks might feel their best on the lower end, while others might need a solid 8 hours to conquer the day. So, take some time to figure out what feels right for you. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How do you determine your ideal bedtime and wake time? It's all about working backwards from when you need to wake up. Factor in how long it usually takes you to fall asleep, and boom, you've got your ideal bedtime. And remember, consistency is key. Try to stick to these times as closely as possible, even on the weekends. It might sound strict, but your body will thank you for it. And speaking of consistency, that brings us to establishing a solid routine. Think of it as a little nightly ritual that signals to your body, hey, it's time to wind down. This could be anything from reading a book, doing some gentle stretches, or practicing deep breathing exercises. The key is to find what relaxes you and make it a non-negotiable part of your evening. Number 4. Creating a relaxing pre-bedtime routine. Alright, let's talk about the secret sauce to a restful night's sleep, a relaxing pre-bedtime routine. This is where you prepare your mind and body for some quality shut-eye. First up, winding down. Picture this, you're in your comfiest pajamas, maybe sipping on a cup of herbal tea, and you've got a good book in your hands. Sound inviting, doesn't it? That's because it is. Reading, in particular, is a fantastic way to calm the mind. It's like a gentle transition from the hustle and bustle of the day to a peaceful state of mind. Meditation is another powerful tool in your relaxation arsenal. It's not about emptying your mind of thoughts, but rather about finding that inner stillness. Even just a few minutes of mindful breathing can work wonders. And who can resist the allure of a warm bath? Not only does it relax your muscles, but it also raises your body temperature slightly, which then drops as you step out. This drop in temperature signals to your body that it's time to wind down and get ready for sleep. Now, let's talk about what to avoid. As tempting as it may be to scroll through social media or watch one more episode of your favorite show, it's best to steer clear of screens close to bedtime. The blue light emitted by screens can suppress melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep. Instead, opt for activities that soothe your senses and signal to your body that it's time to rest. Number 5. Optimizing your sleep environment. Now that you've got your routine down, let's focus on where the magic happens, your sleep sanctuary. First things first, let's talk about the unsung heroes of sleep, your mattress and pillows. Think of them as the foundation of your sleep kingdom. You wouldn't build a castle on shaky ground, would you? Same goes for your bed. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows that support your unique sleep style. It's not just about luxury, it's about giving your body the right kind of support for a night of deep, restorative sleep. Next up, let's control the factors that might be sneaking in to disrupt your slumber. Noise, for instance, can be a major sleep spoiler. Whether it's a loud neighbor or the distant hum of traffic, consider using white noise machines or earplugs to create a peaceful soundscape. Now, let's dim the lights, both literally and figuratively. Darkness signals to your body that it's time to release melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. Invest in blackout curtains or use an eye mask to create a cocoon of darkness. Temperature is another key player in the sleep game. Studies show that a slightly cooler room, around 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, is the sweet spot for most people. So, adjust those thermostats accordingly. It's all about creating an environment that's just right for your body to slip into a deep, restful slumber. And last but not least, let's set the mood in your bedroom. Think of it as creating a haven of tranquility. Soft, soothing colors, calming scents like lavender, and clutter-free spaces all contribute to a calming ambience. Your bedroom should be a place where your mind associates with relaxation and sleep, not a workspace or entertainment hub. Number 6. Managing external factors. Alright, you've got your routine and your sleep environment all set up, but now, let's tackle those pesky external factors that can throw a wrench in your sleep plans. First up, work or study schedules. We've all been there, juggling deadlines, early morning meetings, and late night study sessions. It can feel like a sleep schedule nightmare. The key here is to prioritize your sleep. Look for opportunities to adjust your schedule, even if it means negotiating with your boss or professors. And hey, if you can't change your work hours, consider adjusting other aspects of your routine to ensure you're getting the rest you need. Now, let's talk about social commitments. It's so important to maintain a social life, but it shouldn't come at the cost of your precious sleep. Communicate with your friends and family about your sleep goals. Let them know that you're prioritizing your health and well-being. And suggest alternative times to hang out that align better with your schedule. Remember, real friends and loved ones will understand and support your efforts. Speaking of communication, let's dive into how crucial it is to talk to those around you about your sleep goals. Whether it's your partner, roommate, or family members, let them in on your plan. This way, they'll be aware of your bedtime routine and can help create a sleep-friendly environment. Plus, having that support system can be a game changer on those days when you need an extra nudge to stick to your routine. Number 7. Troubleshooting common sleep schedule issues. Now, let's talk about some common hiccups you might encounter when trying to establish and maintain a consistent sleep schedule. First off, insomnia or difficulty falling asleep. We've all had those nights where it feels like sleep is playing hard to get. One powerful technique is to establish a calming bedtime routine that signals to your body that it's time to wind down. This could include activities like gentle stretching, reading a calming book, or practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing exercises. Additionally, consider creating a sleep-conducive environment, with a comfortable mattress and pillows, a cool room, and minimal light and noise. If the issue persists, it might be helpful to consult a healthcare professional for personalized advice. Now, let's tackle those weekends and holidays. It's all too easy to let your sleep schedule slide when you're not bound by the usual routine. But here's the thing, your body loves consistency. Try to stick as closely as possible to your regular sleep schedule, even on weekends or holidays. If you do stay up later one night, try not to deviate too far from your usual wake time the next day. And if you need a little extra shut-eye, opt for a short nap rather than an extended sleep-in session. This way, you can enjoy your free time without completely derailing your sleep schedule. Number 8. Incorporating physical activity and nutrition. Alright, folks, now we're getting into some real game changers for your sleep routine, exercise and diet. First up, let's talk about how your physical activity and diet can influence your sleep patterns. Regular exercise is like a secret weapon against sleep troubles. It helps you fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper, more restful slumber. But here's the trick, try to finish your workouts at least a few hours before bedtime. Exercise raises your body temperature and stimulates your heart, which can actually make it harder to fall asleep if you do it too close to bedtime. Now, let's dive into nutrition. What you eat and when you eat it can make a big difference in your sleep quality. Opt for a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Avoid heavy, spicy, or greasy meals close to bedtime, as they can lead to discomfort and indigestion. And hey, don't forget about hydration. But aim to cut down on fluids a couple of hours before bed to minimize those nighttime trips to the bathroom. When it comes to timing, try to aim for regular, balanced meals throughout the day. This can help regulate your blood sugar levels and avoid those late-night cravings. And if you're a fan of caffeine, consider cutting it off in the early afternoon. Remember, it's all about finding what works best for you and your unique body. Number 9. Staying consistent and adjusting as needed. Alright, here's the real secret sauce to nailing your sleep schedule: patience and persistence. This isn't about instant gratification, but rather a steady, long-term investment in your well-being. It might take some time for your body to adjust to the changes, so be patient with yourself. Now, let's talk about recognizing when it's time to make adjustments. Life is dynamic, and sometimes you'll need to tweak your schedule to fit in with new circumstances. Whether it's a change in your work hours, family commitments, or other life events, it's important to be flexible. Remember, the goal is to find a routine that works for you, not to stick to a rigid plan at all costs. And of course, let's not forget about those occasional disruptions. Life happens, right? Maybe there's a special occasion or a sudden change in routine. That's perfectly normal. The key is not to beat yourself up over it. Instead, focus on getting back on track as soon as possible. It's all about progress, not perfection. So, keep that positive attitude, stay committed, and be willing to adapt. Your efforts will pay off, and soon, you'll be reaping the incredible benefits of a consistent and healthy sleep schedule. Well, there you have it, sleep superstars. We've covered a lot of ground today, from understanding the importance of a regular sleep schedule to troubleshooting common sleep issues. Remember, it's all about finding what works best for you and your unique body. So, here's your call to action: start implementing these tips today. Your future self will thank you for it. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Your support keeps this community thriving. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to better sleep. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video.